Welcome back, everyone, to our Succession series playing Rule the Waves as France with the historical gamer Exterior G and myself, Tortuga Power. I wanted to make one little correction. I was just kind of listening to my old video while doing some other things, and I heard mention of submarines a few times. Submarines are really effective in numbers. I never really got that point out, but it's a key point. If you have 10 or 15 or 20 even, they're just going to be sunk during the war. So if you do want to make submarines work, which, like I said, is actually an extremely powerful tactic, you do need to make sure that you get them in bulk. So that's when they are absolutely most effective. So all the stuff is up. We're ready to go. And I am playing under director mode. We don't have multiple squads here anyway, but let's just get this going. Now this is a something or other. Sinking of something. I don't know if I suspect actually that the Cosmo is coal burning. Despite its max speed of 28, I still think it's coal burning. I know our it's Lalon. Our Lalon class is oil burning, or oil, yeah, it's oil fueled, but not necessarily our Lalon, for which reason I'm going to keep our max speed a little bit. I'm going to keep our sailing speed a little bit low. And it looks like it's going to be dark before we get too close. This is going to be really dangerous. I'm really glad that we have the Lalon class, though, because we're going to want those torpedoes when it gets to be night. In fact, let me immediately set torpedo launching as a priority. That technically just tells your escort ships to go engage, but it seems to affect the ability to launch torpedoes in general. So, sometimes you can see the goal. Oh, what the heck? Speaking of seeing the goal, we've gone by them. Maybe they were there, but they would be sailing. I mean, they could be sailing in any direction. Well, this is a little annoying. Let's get the speed up to fast. We'll know that this... Oh, okay. Did I do something? It should drop down to fast when we get close to their ships. It's kind of a cheat. I'm guessing that they were sailing, like... I mean, if this was a normal sailing path, they would be going west. Let's keep checking this area, though. What a bummer of a first mission if that's the way it goes. You don't even find them. They're so slow, though. How could they have gotten away? Well, that is a terribly exciting first mission. I'm actually rather disappointed because I would have liked to have seen how these Lalon class would do. But c'est la vie, sometimes you just don't get an opportunity to fight the enemy. Okay, so where the heck were they? Oh my gosh, they went northeast. Okay, we weren't... Normally you're pointed in the right direction. You don't have to do too much course correction. This was not one of those cases, and it counts as a minor victory for the British, which is even worse. And what's even worse, is that counts as our one battle for this month. I mean, we're going to be blockaded. There it is. We knew that would happen. I'm going to get... Oh my gosh, I have a lot of ships in the wrong areas. Oh, please no short class. Oh, thank God. Okay, the Turville is stuck in the Mediterranean. Just lack of foresight on my own part. Otherwise, we're going to get every Mediterranean ship up to Northern Europe. It's a very top option. Yeah, all these guys move up. Move up, move up. Now, we do have this one ship already in the Mediterranean. I wonder if maybe it makes sense. By the way, I know that the window has not been resized, but that's okay. We'll just do something like this. We're going to be spending most of our time this episode in the battle screen, I'm sure. So, what about getting I don't know who we should send on raiding duty. I still don't know what that M stands for. Because here's your medium range. M for mines? There's mines. Maybe it's oil versus... Okay, so we can check now, by the way. Yeah, this is coal burning. Okay. Well, yeah, but look at the difference. So look at the Lulong class. It does have less... yeah, I mean, it has significantly less guns. Cosmo has... 6 6-inch guns per side. And then 13 7-inch guns, which is 7 7-inch guns per side. Very, very low armor. But I guess it's one of those things, if we can put our Lulong class in a position to tank with its very high armor for the Cosmos, we'd be in an ideal situation. Okay, with war, we've also gotten a pretty sizable increase in budget. I didn't also catch, or I didn't point out, that although we're technically 2-to-1 right now in destroyers, once our all the... What class was it? The Escapade? Escapette? Once this class comes back, we should be in really good shape. We have a lot of destroyers out right now. In fact, next month we get 4 back. Our THG class, which we sorely will miss in the very opening hours of the war. We're kind of caught with our pants down. I'm not going to say it in that dramatic of a fashion because I think we still have really good... Even the Devastation is very good at this point. An elite ship, it's only saying good. That's probably because it just got out of retrofits. Yeah, if this war had happened like in another 6 months, we would have been in much better shape. But I guess that's the whole point of war, is it doesn't always happen when you want it to. So, alright, well, we have this huge monthly balance. That's what I wanted to do. Probably start designing a ship because the war budget is going to be very favorable for us. And now, originally I was thinking, okay, yeah, let's build this light cruiser, this new ideal light cruiser. Looking at things, though, we don't really need light cruisers. Right? We're pretty good in terms of light cruisers. And the world is shifting towards a lot of destroyers now anyway. So I'm going to leave our light cruisers because I am pretty happy with them. They're decent ships. The thing I'm going to do instead is get us some battle cruisers. So, battle cruiser, now that the naval treaty has ended, we can start considering what a good battle cruiser would look like. And you know, maybe these 14-inch guns, we do take advantage of them. What I want is a battle cruiser which we can use in bulk. I probably won't want to design this to our max dockyard size. I think that you can't go above 53,000 anyway. Yeah, 52,000 is the limit. So we can't go above 52,000. Let's just have fun. I'm not going to build this, but let's pretend a man can dream. If we could build something like this that just, it always fights at range, that would be pretty cool. Let's see. I would go with forward and aft quadruple turrets. And then superimposed triple turrets. Aft superimposed double. Kind of a strange design, but this plays off the whole thing I like, which is slightly more forward firing guns. Yeah, we would always want a bunch of secondaries, though. I really like secondaries. 9 per side. Okay, yeah, 9. That's, it doesn't make sense. I like, if it's in double turrets, I don't think you could divide by 2 and get an odd number. It means you have a odd number of guns per side, but they should be even if they're in double turrets. The game allows you to do it, but it's obviously a mistake. You can't put a single gun into a double turret. It doesn't really make sense. They should only allow you to jump by 4s. Anyway, this would be 8 guns per side. That's not bad. Director firing, these guys will deal a lot of damage. For such a fast ship, we would clear this, and we will get, if we can, maybe 1 on each side. What does this look like? Is that right in the middle? Nope, clear those. It's not F and G, it's the one below those. There it is. Middle of the line. It's perfect. Yeah, I mean, this is a... yeah, 7 million a turn for 30 months. I don't think we... I mean... If Tortuga Power wants to leave a legacy, he will build this ship. Oh my god, even just taking it down to 31 gives us like 1,500 tons back. Dear God. Probably we should do that then. So what is this ship all about? Obviously, extreme speed. What's our gun data for 15 versus 14, though? I might not want to do 14. Because this is it. I guess suddenly, randomly, I've decided we're building my Turtle Powers endgame ship is going to be built here. I had another really cool design. Oh my god, like look at the penetration for belt on the 14-inch guns, even up to 25,000, which is almost at their max range. Yeah, that's a bit of a short match range. I know that we can get, these are like 31,000. Yeah. 6, 4, okay, so 6, 4, okay, let's just be exact. 59, 37, 27. 59, 37, 27. $37 is such a small difference. 59 is like too much penetration. I don't think we'll be facing anything with higher than this. Oh, and we can get a lot of weight back by dropping the secondaries, which is my standard operating procedure. The thing is, we want this thing to fight at range, so it probably should have the extra range. How much more for 16? No, actually less because we have lower quality. Okay, yeah, I think 15 is like the plateau. Then we get that weight back by dropping this. Okay. Too bad we don't have torpedo defense level 4. I'm going to leave high torpedo defense on these guys. So low belt, but very high deck. High conning tower, I always like. Oh god, we absolutely need higher turret, though, to cover our butts. Probably this has to go down to 3.5 then, which I'm not extremely happy about. Okay, I'm going to close out of the screen here. I think I need to spend a little more time developing the design in my mind. In particular, what I want to look for is what other nations are using for their battlecruisers right now. We should be setting a speed that's commiserate or, you know, just slightly higher than, okay, 30 is the mark from the endgame German ships. But these are very, very weak on armament. 14-inch guns. I mean, that's not extremely weak. That's 8 14-inch guns. Yeah, why am I trying to do a quadruple? Why not? Well, I'm doing quadruple double, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. Quadruple, triple, double, quadruple. I could do quadruple, triple, double, triple, which would save yet another gun, but not one of the more expensive guns anyway. And this thing will need to position itself frequently, so it might actually have to use its only rear guns. So maybe we'll do quadruple, double, double, quadruple, which kind of feels more like a French design anyway, since they did have their two, didn't they have both the Richelieu and the Dunkirk? I thought they were both double, quadruple turrets. I may be mistaken. I think they were both forward firing only. I mean, not forward, they were in the front, AB turret mounts. Okay, so that's what we're up against with the Germans. The Austrian-Hungarians we probably don't really care too much about. They do have one ship, which is out, but it's the same, and it is 29 knots, okay. Yeah, Britain, this is possibly a big concern. Their latest is the Glorious class. It is 29 knots, and it has 10 16-inch guns. Wow, 16-inch guns. 9-inch belt. I didn't see what the Germans had. Probably much higher. Their battlecruisers typically had very good armor. 13-inch. I love that the game does this. I'm pretty sure it's not random, because it seems to happen in all my games. The Germans really do build more armor, and the British really do build bigger guns, which is historical. So that's good. So Italy, they might actually have some interesting battlecruisers because they can build expensive battlecruisers. They don't have any old battlecruisers to weigh down their cost. So let's see what their, whoops, well, is that the same? Yeah, it is. Okay. Now 10, 15, and they have that middle one, which I really don't like. 9-inch, okay, so 30 knots though. So we want to make ours 30 knots, it seems. 31 would be nice though, because then we'd be faster than anyone else. We'd be able to chase down anyone. And the Americans probably don't have the highest speed. Nope, they have 30. So 31 would be the benchmark. If we want to be special in the world, we need to make a design of 30. Okay, well, let's try doing maybe... Okay, I'm going to try it this way then. Double for the secondaries, or for the superimposed. Just to give us a little bit of extra wiggle room. Okay, that's all good. We'll add these 2 quadruple tubes back. I still like that. It was, okay, D, E, F, G, H, I. We could just make it triple tubes. I mean, that's really extremely minor weight saving, but set these into double, save us a little bit more. Okay, 10, 3.5, 15, 12. This 12 just has to go up though. We just can't risk a flash fire to that. I think 12.5 is going to be okay though. I'm hoping. Knock on wood. Let's get some torpedo defense. Okay, and now we're already at our limit. Let's go to oil, for the love of God, oil. Alright, so this is technically a buildable ship at this point. Still 6.7 million. I mean, this is extremely expensive. It looks nice. I like the look of it. It's got a nice look. You can see what a weight savings the quadruple turret is. If you double this, we're at like about 3,500, even more, 3,700 for this. And this is only 2,900. So it's almost 1,000 tons of savings putting the guns on our non-superposed turrets. Which is why I like this design, the 4.224. Still have 6 15-inch guns either direction, which is good. A total of 12. I think that's a good number. 31, medium. Yeah, this is just so darn expensive though. It's the end game ship. There's no way around it. The Lyon class. I do like that. I think we got to stay with Lyon. I like that a lot. Leon? No, it's Lyon because there's no E. Okay, very good. So this is it. This is our endgame design. Plenty of ammo, so it can blast from a long range. The point is, stay at distance, a long range, for a long time, and just wear them down. Okay, wow, we can actually drop this at 51? Not quite. Well, we might as well just max out and get better turret armor. What about instead just getting 20 of these? Can we do it? No. Damn it! I won't do it. I won't put a one gun double turret on the side, even though the game allows me. I won't do it. Probably could get to 10.5, but no, we can't, and I don't think it's important to anyway. Oh, you know what we could do is take the conning tower armor down a little bit if we wanted to do this, right? This was a little bit too much, but we do 14 and we're fine. I'm going to leave 30 so that we have room for advanced director when it comes. So this is our design. Okay, well, anything that I would want to adjust about this? I don't think so. Let's just take a look at how much these torpedo tubes are weighing. 30, 158. Yeah, they're really minor. Just really minor. So I would prefer to keep them. Yeah, okay, so this is it. 115 rounds, tons of ammunition. That's what this will be designed for in a way, is just staying at range and pelting them from a distance. So let's save. I probably can only get one for now. Yikes. Well, it's done. And now we know what the rest of this... I thought this whole episode would be about war, but we spent it designing our endgame battle cruiser. Okay, well, let's... No. We got these diamond... Wait, where the hell? This is under construction. Thank God. I was wondering for a second where all our diamond class went. Just put them all on coastal patrol. The more over the limit you are, excuse me, usually the better your anti-submarine efforts are. Okay, very good. Lots of... just a turn after I build one. And it's 11 million. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on, game. Why do you have to be such a cruel master? Okay, so we've sunk a light cruiser, the Phoenix. Note our victory points. Oh my gosh, we've sunk a dreadnought, the Camperdown. Wow. We're at 5 victory points, though. What I was trying to say is that although we sank 2 dreadnoughts and a light cruiser, no, sorry, 1 dreadnought and a light cruiser, we don't get any victory points for those, which is why submarines are kind of a mixed bag. Calling of defense, let's raid. No, come on, we can do better than that. Sure, we can do better than that. What are the British down to? We're whittling them down slowly. Okay, so we have... Our ships should be all moving back up to Northern Europe. Basically all destroyers, like, let's get all the destroyers up there. Is that true? Do I want... Like, maybe an old one. Okay, the Durandal, these guys can all move to Mediterranean, actually. Where they will support 31, long range. Why, in God's name, do we make a destroyer long range? When do these ever need to go out convoy raiding? Well, I think that's an interesting decision. I'm naively going to attribute it to XTRG, and I think, yeah, 1913 it probably was. Northern Europe, Southeast Asia. But we need these guys where they are. We should actually put a few ships on convoy raiding. Let's see. We have Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia. Both has like 15,000 to spare. So let's go to those. Elite, poor, fair, strange. So let's go to the light cruisers. So we can probably put one of these guys on raiding. The Caribbean. Like, do we really need somebody in the Caribbean? I don't think so. Well, actually, the British have quite a few people there, so let's put you on raiding there. And then Indian Ocean was the other place I can get another person to go onto raiding mode. And it didn't update, but yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, very good. So the Turville actually is needed. No, 15,000. In fact, the Turville can be a raider as well. Very good. No. Cannot, because short-range ships can't act as raiders. That's probably something... I don't think I would have remembered that, but I don't think SGRG knew that when he made this ship. Otherwise, I'm sure he wouldn't have made what is so clearly a raider ship to be short-range. Which means we could, and we will, make the Duquesne our one raider in Northern Europe. I mean, we could set some other, like the Cosmows. Why not? Let's just get 2 Cosmows to help out with the raiding. I'm going to save the Lalande for fleet actions, because torpedoes, which are better in fleet actions. Okay, we had some ships that were stopped. Hit a mine is damaged. Okay. Algerie. Ah, here we go. So, a big fleet battle is about to commence. Now, I'm using Director, so we won't really be able to get this... I won't be able to min-max my way to a victory. I'm just going to let my fleet kind of do what it needs to do. And hopefully... Basically, this puts AI against AI, which is somewhat fair, right? I'm not going to micro my... I will be microing the fleet, but I'm not going to be able to micro all the other ones. Who do we have? We have the Richelieu out in front. Newly refitted with her wonderful Quality 0, 16-inch guns, that's right. That is from the refit. 29 speed, I mean, if there was ever a time I could take off AI control, I would love to control the Richelieu. I guess, technically, can I change it during a fight? I can. Does that mean that you can change it to Rear Admiral's mode? Okay, alright. I'm going to do this as a test. Just as a test. I'm going to change to Rear Admiral's mode. And at the end of the battle, before it ends, I'm going to change it back to Admiral. And if it lets me actually get the full points for being Admiral, I'll report this as a bug. So, onward. We can't do anything until we spot the enemy, so we'll wait for that. And it did not take long. Okay, so Richelieu, we want you to make all speed to secure us the southern side of the battle so that we have the advantage of the wind. I don't even actually see what ships we have here. A Napoli class, which is speed of 23. Tortuga Power class, very good ship. Speed of 22. And the Naufrage, which is a Devastation. So really, every single design is represented here. We'll get them to... The Naufrage, I think, is retrofitted to be coal, or is it still oil? I mean, retrofitted to be oil, or is it still coal? I don't know, but we're going to push 20, let's say, out this direction. Okay? And onward. I thought I did continuous motion. So, we're already engaging the battle. Looks like these guys should be all battle cruisers. Oh my god. Holy cow, Richelieu's already been smashed. Waterline belt hit is extremely bad. Turret destroyed. What is our armor on these turrets? 12 inches. So you can see even 12 inches is not always enough. I'm glad I put our the new Lyon class up to 12.5. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but we see it's necessary. Okay, Richelieu's just getting punished, so we're going to have to concede the wind advantage in order to save our ship. And her speed is extremely... Oh my god, she's dead in the water. Wow. We need to save our fleet, so obviously at this point we need to launch... Get everyone to launch into an attack. Save our fleet. So what are we working with here? Ariadne. 16-inch guns. Extremely low armor. So this is generally how I design my ships, and we can see how effective it actually is, just using low armor. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put a break in the video here because I hear that the... I don't know why these guys show up always when I'm recording, but we have some noise making in the background, so I'll be right back. I'll be thinking about what to do in the meantime. Okay, I'm going to try to keep going now, even though it's been 2 hours and they're still here. Let's probably have to take manual control here to save this ship. So I'm going to get the Lalande here we have, and they're both going to proceed at max speed towards this enemy fleet. That's right. So let's just get this to happen. This is just to discourage what I think is going to happen, which is they're going to get close enough to just wreck the Richelieu. It's almost sinking. In fact, all 3 of its turrets are now destroyed. This is kind of like the game I see. I mean, well, actually, this is just a 3-on-1, and we also have the Indomitable, who's very similar. 5 16-inch turrets. Just so threatening. We need to get these guys in there, squad max at this point. And there it is, the Richelieu sinking. They may not know that yet. No, you keep going this way, but you guys are supposed to be launching your torpedoes. There it is. Now the AI always seems to react very well to torpedo launching. They have like some prescient vision. It's well documented. Okay, the Richelieu has been completely blown up. We'll get these guys to return to AI control. We'll get them to be support for my main battle division now, because, I mean, what else are they going to do? You can still support the light cruiser that you are with. I don't remember which one it is. We'll just choose one. And there it is. give him 1 minute, and then we'll actually switch those over to AI control. It didn't take. Okay, try this one instead. Support. It was the Forbin. And you can also go to AI control, so I don't have to worry about you. And now we'll just control our main ship. Rough start to the war. We does look like we've done some damage to this Ariadne. She's at least slowed. Now get the hell... Oh god, I have the flag option still chosen. And my phone not on vibrate. So let me see. I think we're going to have to take off the flag option here. Well, god, we have 2 people on flags. Oh, because one has been separated. Turn off this because I don't want them to get in the way of my torpedo, of my line of fire now. Now it's like the opposite of the time when I want them to act. We'll say yes to that. Okay, we've gotten this Ariadne. We've got to pursue the advantage. She's now catching up again. And, oh god, what is... Oh, I think her rudder is jammed. We're hitting her with 15-inch shells. She has no armor to speak of, so this should be a dead ship. Which is good. We're going to trade our 30-something thousand for a 40,000. I will not complain about that. Wow, looks like the reason the Hargberry... What the hell hit did you take? Submerged torpedo flat. Yeah, that's painful. One reason why you might not want to put submerged torpedoes on your ships. I mean, that's a pretty rare hit, but it's a devastating one if it happens to go. Okay, there's the torpedo launches. There's more torpedo launches. We've got her. Okay, so we've taken the Ariadne out. We'll now focus on the next one. What is your flooding? Let me just take a look. Oh my goodness. Just, you know what? Don't come to a total stop, but slow yourself down. Way down. Now, we also have this ship, the Tortuga Power, who's taken a few hits. Good God. These heavy guns are... I'm glad we designed our new battlecruisers with at least 15-inch shells, because these 16-inch shells are just devastating us. Just ravaging us. Okay, this Ariadne has been hit by 4 or 5 torpedoes now. We're still returning really good fire. Okay, 6-inch, we're not... I mean, that's 15 inches good. 2 15 inches is good. New Frage is doing extremely well. This is a very strange thing. The oldest ship we have, the old Devastation class, is performing the best. Yeah, I mean, obviously, damage has something to do with that. But I'm very happy that Historical Gamer got these up to 22 knots. It was a very sensible decision. So let's kind of hide Tortuga Power behind New Frage. Okay, which one is that? Is that the old one? It is. Okay, we don't care about that one anymore. Now, we are still doing some really... Gosh, New Frage has just done wonders. And here comes the main... Oh, God, we don't have time. We don't have... let's see. She's on fire. The Queen class, we can handle this. This is really old. 13-inch shells. Maybe we do and stay and fight. Let's see what else they have. A Caesar class, 13-inch. Okay, we can handle those. A Glory class, which is 14-inch. A little bit more... A little bit scary. A little bit scarier. Tortuga Power has reattached, it looks like. So we're just going to hold this line, I think. Eventually, I'm going to give the order to... I forgot about this guy. Probably give the order to do our torpedo attack. Just so we can get out of harm's way. She's turning. Let's continue on this course because this gives us the best wind advantage, and we're still really doing some good damage to the Ariadne. In fact, this long-range torpedo might... Nope, just going to miss its mark. New Frage taking some damage now from the Queen class, and the Queen class is launching what? Lobbing, I should say. 13-inch shells? Okay, so hopefully... I mean, the New Frage, unfortunately, it has, like, no armor. So anything is going to penetrate. We just need to get a few more hits on this Ariadne, so I'm convinced that she's sinking. It says she's sinking. Let's do our let's engage our flotilla attack. Seems like the right time to do it. And we'll start moving at normal speed. Good, look at our torpedo. That's exactly what I wanted to have. Oh, this is perfect. And they are pursuing. That was a horrible decision by their admiral. Their admiral has said, let's pursue the wounded ships. I mean, not a surprising decision, but it's not going to work out well for him. Let's go down to slow and we'll just run continuously. So we can kind of see what's going on. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Hit, hit, hit. No, they all stopped short. The torpedoes were on fast mode. There is 2 modes you can activate for your torpedoes, and what we see here is the longer range version. So we have 5,000 if we're going 38, or 13,000 if you're going to be 27 knots. We're still launching a whole flood of torpedoes at them, which is what I want. And if any of these could just connect with Ariadne, I mean, don't fire torpedoes behind a ship. It just doesn't make sense. So if any of those can connect, we'll be in extraordinary good shape. Okay, there's some possibilities here. Oh, Ariadne, which Ariadne? It was this one. Whoop. Now just as soon as I start recording, another source of noise appears. But that's okay. We can finish this off quickly, and then I'll probably call this episode to a close. I would say a successful start. We lost the Richelieu, and it's unfortunate that we just refitted her. You know, she's in good shape. But this Ariadne is certainly going down. A very good... I think that was like the perfect tactics, that we drew in the new fleet, the Queen class and all that, and then are just able to get out in time to save the rest of our fleet. In fact, the Hargeberry, she has completely stabilized her flooding. So we will have her move back up to a normal pace. And if these other capital ships decide to follow, we might make yet another turn and make another run at them. We have some flooding and stuff I would like to... Probably it's better to end, just so we don't have any problems in the engagement landing shells. You know, it will be difficult to land shells if we're already damaged. However, this is not as big of a battle fleet as I was expecting. Her flotation is just too... So just to explain this, I think Historical Gamer might not understand this, or, I mean, he understands flotation very well, but this is the game mechanics. This is what this information screen is trying to tell you. This is your flotation, like your hit points. You can rest your cursor and see, I have 4,300 hit points left, more or less. This is your actual flooding damage, which is how many hit points of flotation you're taking per turn, or minute. Okay, another one, another torpedo. Alright, let's call off that attack now. It's done its job, and let's just beat a hasty retreat out of here. Because we're going to start losing destroyers. Now, again, this is exactly their point, was to confirm some kills. Oh my gosh! Oh, so close! Oh man, they almost got this Queen class, and that Queen class is old enough that I'm sure 1 or 2 torpedoes would be enough to sink her. Could get lucky on the follow through. Wow. Went right through, but no. So just this old Ariadne. Okay, return, return, return. Come back. Wave the flag of retreat. God, stop firing at the Ariadne. Oh my god, another one. Oh no. That's got to be like 7 or 8 torpedoes. I'm surprised that she's not going to just roll over immediately. There's almost nothing left of her bottom. Oh, and another spread. This is a useful spread, I think. Okay, I'm not... Never mind. It's not at all a useful spread. Where the heck is it going? Oh god, the Hargeberry is reattached, so... Okay, squad max is 2,000 whatever. That's an error. I think we have a mistake there. Very fast ships these are. Very fast. Yeah, alright. So if we can get out of here, I'll be very happy. No. Did she detach again? Look it. Like, just be... Oh, no, actually, I think we do want to go faster so that the Hargeberry detaches again. I actually want that to... Oh. We have reinforcements! Oh, what a glorious sight. 2 of our devastations. who have performed exceptionally well. Let's move towards them. Now, we just want to make sure, I'm going to pause here, that the flotation damage does not increase again. Moving too quickly like we are doing can cause the flotation, but let's support our other fleet. I can't control this. This is AI controlled, even under our current settings, which, by the way, as our experiment. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't allow you to change the realism settings after you spot the other ships. That's very fair. I'm glad. So we'll follow these guys. Hargaberry eventually will detach. And things are going to start slowing down. We don't need to go on slow speed anymore. Come on. Go. Chase them. Yes, detach her. Of course, detach her. And we'll just have to stay with the fleet at this point, so. What the hell are you doing? Let's try to get this guy to detach and go back to port. Although this is risky. Sometimes you don't... They kill themselves retreating to port. Oh, well, we're very close to Brest, so... Why aren't you guys going after them, though? I really wish you would. Well, it doesn't matter. I think this fight is over. It was a very good fight for us, I would say. Well, we're yet to see what exactly... Okay, limited flooding. I saw some limited flooding stuff there, so let's go down to 10. I don't know how my New Frage is doing fine, but let's see how the Tortuga Power is doing. Okay, very limited flooding. 2 turrets destroyed. Like, what is my turret armor on this guy? 12.5. Yikes. So it looks like we need higher than 12.5, and I've already built that new Leon class, or Leon class. Okay, there it is. So this is a French major victory. The very first engagement starts off with lots of dreadnoughts of ours have taken some damage, but ultimately the only thing I really care about is, well, I guess one thing that is important is that it is a victory. It wasn't under rear admirals mode. And there is that we sunk a battlecruiser, and we sunk 2 battlecruisers and lost a battlecruiser ourselves. And these were better battlecruisers, I believe, in terms of points. Yeah, you can see that our Richelieu was 130, and theirs was 135. Kind of strange that a 36,000-ton ship is only slightly less valuable than a 40,000-ton ship. But I never really understand these things, so... yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. So we've had our first major fleet engagement. Look at the victory points you're throwing around with these big fights is enormous. So this will be the sinking of Richelieu. It's a sad day, but we'll just call it the sinking of Richelieu. Doesn't need a battle name. That's what it's known for by us as. Now, unrest is going to continue to increase because we're blockaded and they're not, but hopefully we can wear down their fleet. I mean, if it goes 2-to-1 every time, that's not... If it goes 4-to-2, like if the ratio is 2-to-1, I'm happy, but we probably need more ships killed in a quicker amount of time in order to ultimately neutralize the blockade. But we still have on the horizon the THG-2 class. Only 2 more months, and then we have her back. And that is going to make an enormous difference. So, thanks for watching this episode, and I'll catch you back for more French-British warfare in the next.